Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UAB Blazers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Blazers offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
And the Blazers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give on the inside. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. All right, guys, let's look at the situation for UAB. We're at the halfway point of the season. They're sitting atop the rankings. How hard is it to maintain that focus as the season goes along?
It's really tough, and that's one thing this coaching staff's really been trying to focus on is just to take one opponent at a time, regardless of where they're ranked, regardless of where you're playing. You've got everybody's attention. You're the #1 team of the country midway through the year, David, but there are tougher challenges ahead.
Well, and it's hard to get your players' attention because you start thinking you're good. We've got to get better every week, every practice, and sometimes that #1 ranking makes you not work as hard, gets you a little bit complacent, so that's the job of this coaching staff moving forward.
The Blazers are on the move. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blazers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the ground. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. White going to attack through the air. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the marker. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. There he goes! And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Blazers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll send the back in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Blazers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Blazers.
And that's why...
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. White wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air. Hauls it in at the 25. And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. UAB regains possession. The Blazer offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to... Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. The Blazers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the handoff. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? Trying to keep this drive alive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you got to run.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Blazers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. It's complete. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the... Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UAB.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. White going to attack through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Just a well-oiled offensive machine. They make the play, they get the spike, and now a chance to score before the break. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Love the decision to go for it here. You're playing at home. It's early in the game. You're sending a clear message to your guys offensively that we're going to go get this thing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
White wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive plays.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
This game so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to New Mexico State.
They'll start this drive going to the air. They get to him as he throws.
The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Blazers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. 1-possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. He'll keep it himself. Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. And number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden. And when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball.
There he goes. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
White going to attack through the air. Finds his man. It's Averill. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Give to the fullback. down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sticks it in his belly. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback making adjustments. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got him. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the offense knows the task ahead. They're down 8. It's first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UAB.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
They want to throw it. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth.
And that's a big two-point conversion right here by this offense. They needed that. We got a tie football game. This is what we always want every week, right? A great game down the stretch in the second half, so we don't have to hear anything about Palmer's hair or makeup. We just watch football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Game is tied, just a few minutes to play, and we'll see if this defense can stop a scoring drive. Quickly complete. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. From the gun, they'll try the middle. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Averill. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. White wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
It's a draw. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On the ground with the counter. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Big celebration, understand guys, but there is still time on the clock.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. All by himself. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time.
It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to go back and